Washington is concerned about the dramatic change in the Middle East's geopolitical weaponry constellation. Significant elements contributing to U.S. concerns include reports that Saudi Arabia is considering purchasing the fifth-generation KAAN fighter jet, which is being produced by Turkey, and the JF-17 Thunder, which is being developed in partnership with China and Pakistan. Middle East Eye was the first to report this material, highlighting shifts in Riyadh's defense strategy. Uncertainty about gaining access to the American F-35 Lightning II stealth fighter jet was the catalyst for these modifications. Saudi Arabia's evolving role, which goes beyond being a passive consumer, is the source of the United States' concerns. Saudi Arabia is currently expressing interest in joining the KAAN fighter jet development project as an international partner. The F-35 may face competition from this fighter jet, which is produced by Turkish Aerospace Industries. KAAN is a fifth-generation airframe with notable stealth capabilities. The General Electric KF110G1-9 turbofan engines that power the KAAN can produce 131 kilonewtons 29,000 lbf of thrust with afterburners, and 76.31 kilonewtons 17,155 lbf of thrust when dry. The fighter jet's maximum speed of Mach 1.8 and operational altitude of up to 17,000 meters are made possible by this engine configuration. With specifications of 21 meters in length, 14 meters in wingspan, and 6 meters in height, the KAAN fighter jet comes in single and dual-seat variants. The fighter jet weighs about 27,215 kilograms at its maximum takeoff weight. It is stated that the fighter jet can fly over 2,000 kilometers. The KAAN provides Riyadh with a diplomatic way to obtain stealth technology without being constrained by the political conditions that frequently accompany any deal to buy cutting-edge weapons from Washington. The United States would lose control over aircraft technological standards in the Gulf region if Saudi Arabia were to participate in this project, in addition to perhaps losing a market share valued at trillions of rupiah. Saudi Arabia has expressed interest in the JF-17 Thunder Block III, in addition to stealth technologies. China's Chengdu Aircraft Corporation KAAN and Pakistan Aeronautical Complex PAC collaborated to produce this fighter jet. The JF-17 Block III is not as stealthy as the KAAN, but it does have a sophisticated active electronically scanned array radar and plays 15 long-range air-to-air missiles that perform on par with, or better than, the US-made AIM-120 AMRAAM advanced medium-range air-to-air missile. Additionally, the JF-17 Block III can carry 3,600 kilograms of ordnance, including different kinds of bomb, air-to-air, and air-to-ground weapons. This fighter jet is propelled by an RD-93 turbofan engine, which is manufactured in Russia. The fighter jet's maximum speed of Mach 1.6, or around 1,960 kilometers per hour, is made possible by this engine combination. The JF-17 can fly for 840 miles before needing to be refueled in midair. From a structural and design standpoint, the most recent iteration of the JF-17 basically keeps the same basic foundation as the original. Nonetheless, substantial structural reinforcements are in place to facilitate the integration of increasingly intricate avionics equipment. The JF-17 Block III has an aerodynamic shape optimized for fuel efficiency without sacrificing maneuverability. and its maximum takeoff weight falls between 12.5 and 13 tons. Furthermore, this fighter jet might be utilized to nations with inadequate aviation infrastructure because it is made to run on a small number of runways. It is believed that Riyadh's interest in the JF-17 is a practical step to greatly expand its air force at a more affordable price. The integration of NATO and US defense systems in the Middle East may be seriously threatened by the deployment of fighter jets equipped with Chinese technology at the military installations of the US's closest allies. Saudi Arabia's action sends a clear message about diversification, which makes Washington's concerns more and more legitimate. Riyadh wishes to stress that they have other options outside of the Western world if access to the F-35 is still limited or subjected to onerous constraints. China, with its aggressive market strategy, and Turkey, with its autonomous defense industry, are now prepared to bridge the gap. The United States is ultimately being forced to reconsider its arms export strategy as a result of this circumstance. There is a chance that fighter jets built in Ankara or Islamabad, rather than Fort Worth or St. Louis, would dominate Middle Eastern skies in the future if the US keeps being choosy about its strategic allies.